Previously on A Long Time Coming. Nearly 11 hours laid between us and our next destination after leaving the Badlands in South Dakota. We needed to make our way through Minnesota to the U.S. and Canadian border where we had plans to explore Voyageurs National Park. It's nice to be having Bao in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, normally the meat fills in all of the negative space. It still tastes really good though. The squishy fish. Mine's a bit sad looking. I wrote the following in my journal as the storm rocked our camper well into the night. I feel like a tiny boat lost at sea amid an angry storm. Our little truck often feels like a ship, carrying us to countless far-flung destinations, the one constant in our sea of continuous change. At last, we made it to Voyageurs National Park. As is customary, we poked around the visitor center. Unlike some of the parks we visit, we were arriving with little knowledge of the historical significance of the park. Covering a vast 218,000 acres, Voyageurs National Park is made up of massive island-strewn lakes, wetlands, and dense forests. Established in 1975, the land and the water were set aside to commemorate the French-Canadian fur traders that paddled these waters to access fur trade routes as far away as Alaska and the Northern Territories of Canada in the 18th and 19th centuries. Today, the park attracts fishermen and boaters of all kinds, which was exactly why we were here. In the spirit of the Voyageurs, we rented a canoe to paddle out to a camp spot on one of the islands in the park for 2 nights. The only catch was, we had never been in a canoe before, let alone paddled the 6 miles that we needed to cover to get to our campsite. What could possibly go wrong? It was so novel to us that we weren't going to be carrying our gear on our backs that we got a little carried away when we were packing. Both of these packs are strapped to my seat using the top strap of the pack. Then using the waist belt of this pack is holding the 2 alpaca dry bags. Then this knot of 550 cord is the 2 Pelican cases, the 1 film, the 1 digital, and then I fashioned seat cushions out of our sleeping pads. Okay. Push off. Baby's first paddle strokes. Wow, look at that adventurer.
Going the wrong way.
I'm working on it, bro. It was a little awkward at first, but it didn't take us long to get the hang of it. Being that the park is known as a destination for canoe trips, we were a little surprised to not see a single other canoe on the water. Turns out, we were just off course from the paddler's route and had made our way out into the open water with all the motorboats. But we arrived at camp, no worse for wear. What is it?
It's colder than I expected.
Yeah. So for dinner tonight, we're having a really lovely instant ramen packet, but came highly recommended by a friend as being really delicious. I mean, you know it's good when it comes with just so much sauce. But we're also enjoying it with some sea salt from Newfoundland, courtesy of my friend Rhea. It's time to get the eggs going. They're turning out so well. I'm just gonna salt these and then I think we're ready. And then I'm gonna put these little spicy packets on it. It's close to a ramen, but not a ramen at all. I feel like if you could bring in some like green onions and furikake, this would be. A bottle of our finest backcountry wine. Thank you. See? I always like the edge. That's why I burnt my tongue on the pan.
Cheers.
This was the first day in a month and a half that we had the ability to sit still. We'd been going what felt like a million miles an hour since the start of our trip back in eastern Montana. Long drives, moving camp spots every day, up for every sunrise and sunset, leaving little time to recover. There was something about this place telling us it was time to pump the brakes. We came out here with intentions of paddling around to other islands, but all we could bring ourselves to do was lay around camp and watch the world go by. Oh boy. Wow. My work here is done. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I got 99.
99?
I think so.
That's pretty good.
It smells weird. Stuff's really good. And I like that I can have like hot chocolate. So the wind's picking up. Should be fun for the paddle back. We're notorious for not giving ourselves a break, but our stop in Voyageurs felt like a recovery in motion. It was everything we needed. we start loading up the boat?
Yeah.
The time had come to head back to the boat launch. We were leaving feeling more rested and focused than we had been in a long time, and more confident at the helm of our mighty little canoe.
All unloaded.
Yep. Nice job.
Thank you.
Down the road in Wisconsin, we traded our canoe for something a little faster to explore another unique body of water in Apostle Island's National Lakeshore. The Apostle Islands encompass a stretch of shoreline and 21 islands at the northern tip of Wisconsin on Lake Superior. Out on Devil's Island, centuries of freezing winters, thawing, and waves have sculpted the shoreline into a network of intricate caves. Though our visit to this area had to be brief, we knew that we couldn't leave without seeing them at least once. We have aspirations to return to this area so we can paddle into the caves and camp out on one of the islands. With every bucket list destination checked off, we have the tendency to add 2 more. On the next episode of A Long Time Coming.
Kind of feels like we're on a tropical beach.
It does feel like we're on a tropical beach. Is this Hawaii?
Oceans, paper submarines. Motions, emotions, blissful hurricane swirling through me. Oceans and oceans, blue, black, and green.
What do we have here?
A mesh. We've been walking around town today, and seemingly all anybody can talk about is this place down the street's pies. So we stopped and got ourselves a piping hot mixed berry pie. Ooh, if we had smell-o-vision. It smells so good.